Okay, I'm going to attempt to show you guys how to attach a door. As you can see, this door over here is rusty. This door is not rusty. So I'm going to go ahead and reattach clips. I've already put some in just to hold the door steady. I also have this clipped over here. We're going to attach that clip afterwards. Seeing if I can do this one-handed. So, take my J-pliers. And I'm going to seat the J-clip in them. So that's the easiest way to do it. So, I'm sorry it's a little shaky and out of focus, but I'm working one-handed here. So, I seated the J-clip in there, nice and tight. It's all seated. So then, basically, you're going to do it at intervals, and you don't want to do it real tight. But I need to do it down here at the bottom still. So you wrap it like this, so it's around both pieces of wire. And then you're going to squeeze. You don't want to squeeze real tight because you need it to open and close. But you are going to have to push in a little bit when you readjust your pliers to do your flange. I'm going to show you one more to make sure I got it all in the shot. So we're going to take another clip, and I'm sorry about the wiggle, but like I said, one-handed it's harder to do. Okay, so I got that seated in there, and it doesn't matter which way you're doing it because I'm left-handed, so I'm usually a little backwards. I'm doing this right-handed today, but you see how I got that seated in there around both? So now we're just going to squeeze. Now I let go because you got this little flange sticking up here. See that? And I'm going to try to tuck that in just a little bit. Just give it a light squeeze at the top and the bottom without squeezing too much on the thing. Alright, so now we have doors all the way up, all the way down. Now it's going to stay. Now it'll still slide up and down a little bit, so it gives you a way to adjust it. But now we're going to go over here. And I use this nasty, dirty little clip that I found in the bottom of my bucket of stuff. And yes, it has spider webs on it. Sorry about that. But you can use any type of clip. You're just going to clip it shut when you're working one-handed. Because you want to clip the door shut when you go to put on what essentially is hinges. So, you got everything lined up. The opening's totally covered. Now we're going to do this. As you see, I've put it on where it should be. I used the rust marks from before as a marker. It's kind of going to be like that. This one's shaped a little bit different, but you see where the old clips are. So that's basically what I'm going to do. So you come over here, and I'm going to seat another J-clip into the pliers. And once again, I apologize for all the wiggling. I'm trying my best. Okay, now this is actually kind of hard to do one-handed, but I'm going to attempt it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this way first. Now, this way it is around the door latch and around the door, but not on the cage wire, because then you won't be able to get the cage open. Now I'm going to squeeze. Okay, so now that is attached there. Now, of course, I have to attach it further down. But after that, I'm gonna attempt to do this one over here next. But this one's pretty good. I'll clip it shut a little bit in a minute. This is the hard one, because normally it really takes two hands to do. But I'm going to attempt to show you guys how to do this, doing it one-handed. Which is probably going to be impossible. Alright, got that lined up. I got that lined up. We're going to give it a shot. And I bet you it's not going to go. Okay, so it did not go. As you can see here, it is on one piece of wire, but it's not on the other, and it's half shut. Now, sometimes you can salvage these clips if you can get them off. Just stick them to the side. So I'm going to attempt to set this up so you can see, but I don't know if it's going to work. Gotta have to move the cage a little bit. It's probably not going to work, but we're going to try.